What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this Tuesday night? You know what time it is. It's time for the Sports Lounge podcast. And tonight we have a special guest we're going to announce later. But first, we got to get through a little bit of our sponsors. And our sponsorship starting with Cali Belt Graphics. You want to get all your nice little tees like these, your hats done, go get your signs or all that stuff. You're going to want to go over there and then tell them that the Sports Lounge sent you to get all of your your clothing done and such and such. And then number one sports fan memorabilia, get your sports gear now. You want to go over there right now. It's the second half of baseball, so you're going to want to go get your Dodger stuff. And then when it's football season, when it's time for football, you're going to want to go get your Eagle stuff. So if you want to get all the right teams, you're going to want to go to number one sports fan. Tell them that Mike, tell them that the Sports Lounge sent you, or whatever team that you root for, probably the Canadian team. But and last but not least, we got Black and P Living Water. Go to www.blackandp.com to get hydrated now. We're sponsored by the NFL alumni. We also got that little tag in the back, which is medical grade, and we're medically inclined to get you hydrated now. Go get your Black and P right now, blackandp.com. Don't forget to put in that promo code, the Sports Lounge, to get 35% off. Go get it now. It's hot as hell. I mean, I'm in Vegas, and it's 120 over here. So,
yeah. So, hey, again, we got the Sports Lounge here on this Tuesday night, and we have our special guest, as Mike was saying. We have the 3-star offensive lineman from Buchanan High School, Mr. Brayden Walton. Welcome, Brayden. Appreciate you for being on the show tonight. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. So it's all good.
That's good. Hey, so we're going to kind of hop into this, but I want you to share a brief bit about yourself with your high school career, what you got going on, how long you've been playing football, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I've been playing football since I was in third grade. Played fourth, fifth, sixth grade year, didn't play. Seventh grade year, I was on the eighth grade team, and the eighth grade year didn't have a season. So freshman year, it really picked up. Was on JV. Sophomore, I was on JV, got pulled up to varsity in the last year. It was a rough year, but made it through and put up some good film. But it's been a blast, and I'm excited for the senior year. So
awesome. So we actually, I want people to understand. So I'm not a little man. I mean, I'm not short, or I should say, I'm kind of short. I'm not even 6 foot, but I'm 260 pounds. And for people that know me,
Jesus
I am not
Christ.
Exactly. Brayden, I'm gonna ask this: how big are you?
So I'm 6'7", about 320 pounds, somewhere in there. So I'm a little larger than your average human.
Yeah, that is straight up Andre the Giant-esque. We were actually talking about this before the show started, about the Eagles' offensive lineman, Mr. Lane Johnson. He stands at 6'6", 315.
Yeah,
and so
you're right.
You talking about a 17-year-old senior in high school that is 6'7", 320 pounds. All I gotta say is this: I feel sorry for your family picking up that food bill.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you trying to find clothes. I mean, it's just like, hold on, let me go ahead and get my stuff made.
So he's like 3 inches taller than Adrian, who's playing for the Frisco Fighters.
Yes.
Same weight too. Same weight, just 3 inches taller. Wow. Yeah. My cousin plays IFL. He plays for Frisco Fighters and looking to go into the NFL. So he plays both ways. Plays offensive line and defensive line for them right now. They're going to the playoffs, but that's crazy. You're 3 inches taller than him. I could just imagine now.
Yeah.
And like 20 years younger large. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's also like 20 years younger too.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's get right into this, man. Obviously, recently you just committed to Washington State to play for the Cougars. I'm going to ask this right off the bat. What was the process like with going through recruiting?
It was a long process for sure. So freshman year, I was just excited to play football. Wasn't even worried about the recruiting process. And then going to my sophomore year, I'm like, okay, let's go to Fresno State for a camp. That was fun. Then I really was like, okay, well, I'm a pretty large guy. I could really do something with this. And so sophomore year, you're trying to get recruited with JV film. That's not going to work. But I had fun doing it. I developed, and then started talking with a couple of schools in the off season. Going to junior year, I really just focused on getting stronger, quicker, just everything, and it all worked out. Went into spring ball, was doing pretty good. Rolled my ankle, didn't really set me out that long, maybe a week or two. But when we got into summer camp, it's like it was a lot because I went to a lot of camps. I think I went to 5 or 6 camps that year, and it was all good stuff. But the camps are where it was at, and so I built a lot of relationships, and I met the old offensive line coach that was at Washington State. He's at Texas Tech now. I met him at a camp, and he really grew my love for the program. Just he explained everything to me, and it was all good things. And then so this year, I got done with the season, and I was a little down because I hadn't been talking to many coaches. I was talking to Fresno State because they're local. And then February hit, and I got my first Division III offer. It's awesome. I'm on top of the world. And then I kept working, and I got my first offer, my first Division I offer to Ivy League school, which was awesome. The Cornell they offered, and I'm excited. And then everything just picked up from there. Fresno State ended up offering 2 weeks later, and then went on a bunch of visits, unofficial visits, and kind of weeded out where I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go somewhere away from the big city life, a little less distraction. I love to fish, and so that was big to me. And then I went to one more camp this year because there was one more school I still wanted, and lo and behold, they ended up offering at the camp, and I was really excited. Took my official visit, and I knew it was the right place for me. So it was a long process, but it was amazing.
I have 2 questions for you. First question is, since you're an offensive lineman, what's your favorite food for breakfast?
Oh, breakfast? I like pancakes. I love pancakes.
You damn right you like pancakes. Yeah. Pancake these guys, right? Pancake these guys. I was hoping you said pancakes. Yeah. No. The second question was what actually set you apart from, I understand the recruiting process. Obviously, I think we're all coaches, or I was a head coach. Mark, I believe, was a coach. Yeah, we're all coaches here, but we understand the process. But for you as a student, and maybe there's parents that are going to tune in on here, in that process was it the camps that really got you the offer, or was it the emails and sending film? What was it that got you really locked in and getting those offers in?
Well, so it kind of worked all hand in hand. So you send the emails trying to get noticed. They're not allowed to respond to you until your junior year. And so, you try to do that. Then you try to put up good film. That helps. But the camps, I feel, are important as far as growing relationships and seeing if you like the coach, the way he coaches, because you'll get the most realistic coaching thing. But the camps are very good for your development and to have an opportunity to get offered a scholarship, because they have to assess you at the camps. And if you stand out, you stand out. There's no doubt about it. And so that was a huge, huge boost for me. I went to at least a camp every year, but like I said, junior year it picked up a lot.
So when you're at these camps, your initial mindset has to change of you have to stand out. What are some things that you did? Give me 2 things that you did to stand out at these camps.
So one-on-ones are huge for offensive linemen, and they don't have pads on, which I don't like. It hurts. It hurts. I broke my nose at spring ball in one-on-ones, but it's all good. But so you do one-on-ones, and if you stand out, if you're physical, you win a lot of your reps, good technique, that's great. But then for me, I was blessed with size, and so automatically when I walk through the door, my eyes are drawn to me. And so that really helped me. But for someone that doesn't, just showing that you're capable of doing everything in the drills, and then obviously the one-on-ones are the biggest for offensive linemen.
Gotcha.
So,
go ahead, Mark.
I want to know this. So, with obviously your size and everything like that, and going with the one-on-ones, what is it do you feel is, obviously, besides the one-on-ones, do you think they look more at, not just the one-on-ones, but when your workout ethic, in the gym, in the weight room? Yeah,
for sure. So they look at that a lot outside of what you do, because you got to be strong to be able to move as good as you want to be able to do. And so, but a lot of that, they got to take the word from your coach. And so I would talk to my coach and they'd be like, hey, so-and-so called me and asked me, hey, what do you think of him? And you better hope you got a good work ethic because you want your coach to say good things about you. And I like to pat myself on the back. I've worked really hard to get to where I am. I put on over 100 pounds of strength on my squat in 1 year, which was hard, but I did it. So, but the strength is a huge aspect because you got to be able to push people around.
Being 6'7", yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
With you talked about your squat. So with that squat, do you feel that it's your legs? I mean, I played, like I shared earlier with you on the phone. I played one year, but I've coached O linemen, and the big thing is, do you think your lower body strength, or is it your hand strength that's the most important as an offensive lineman?
I think your legs, because your legs got to be able to push through the guy. Your legs and your core are just huge because you're put in some weird positions as an offensive lineman. You got to do stuff forward, backwards, sideways, you name it, you do it. And so your legs, being able to have strong enough legs to support yourself when you got to pull or when you kick set, you got to get off the line. It's a really important aspect. But feet and ankles and hips also play into that. But that's why a squat's so good, because if you get good technique, it'll strengthen everything. So, yes, legs, I think, are the best thing that you can work on.
Yeah. My question is being 6'7", obviously, are you, when you started this process, were you a two-sport athlete, or was it just all football for you? Because being 6'7", me as being a head basketball coach, would obviously try to recruit you, you know what I'm saying, to come play basketball.
Yeah.
Were you a two-sport athlete, or was it just all football?
Yeah, no. So freshman year, I was on the varsity track team. I was a thrower, and I ended up giving that up this year for my priorities. You know, the track. I'm not going to say anything bad about the track coach, but the track coach, you know, he wouldn't really give me too much time away from track to go to spring ball, go meet all these coaches. And so I really just had to set my priorities. And this year, I didn't want to have to worry about track holding me back, and so I didn't do it. But I made it to the CIF. The meet right before the state championship, and I didn't do too well, but I made it there my sophomore year. And so, yeah, and then, you know, they tried to get me to play basketball. I could dunk a basketball. That's about all I could do. So I didn't want to roll an ankle, I'll be honest.
Gotcha.
So you gotta get in the gym and do that mobility training, man.
Yeah, that's true. But still, you don't need that happening.
Working the post.
Yeah, working the post. Hey, Burns, right, from North Carolina State.
Yeah, the big dude. Yeah.
He's as big as you.
Yeah, he's a large human.
Yeah,
he's big.
So you talked about, you had an offer from Cornell. You had a D3 offer, was from who?
It was Oberlin College. I had quite a few offers, but those were like the first two that I got, and I was like super excited about that.
Who was your biggest offer, and who do you? I mean, obviously we know what you chose, Washington State. Because it's a two-part question. So who was your biggest offer? Do you feel like the most prolific?
I feel like it would have been them. Like when people think of like my biggest offer, it probably was them, because right now they're in the Pac-2 or whatever. But you know, I see them going to the Big 10, Big 12, whatever it is. So I would say that they were my biggest offer, but it really it just didn't feel that way when I went there. It was just somewhere I just felt like I blended it really good with the players and just really enjoyed myself there. I saw myself there. So
nice. You know, so you actually answered the second part, was why Washington State, and so you just
it's just it was just a place I really saw myself. And the coaching staff, they got a new O-line coach this year, and he's been there maybe 4 months. And Coach Castor, I just really like him. I like the way he teaches. I got to sit in their meeting, and it's just someone I could see waking up to every day and working hard for him.
Nice.
What is the roster? Mark, did you look at what does the roster look like? Does it look like you're gonna go in there and play behind somebody, or how?
Yeah, so I'd probably be behind a couple people for a couple of years, get my redshirt year. They said redshirting for sure. Get in there, develop a year, get the college weight room under your belt. Trade. They got quite a few tackles right now, but they obviously they're going to say things. They want me to start. They said the projection, start by your third year, be a 3-year starter. However, you never know what can happen. Start earlier, start later. But I'm just excited to go there and work. You know, I could be a guard, be a tackle. You know, they said they won't play me at center, unfortunately, but it's all right.
Unfortunately,
I could deal with that.
Did you want
Did you just say or you like?
No, I was teasing around as a joke. Like in practice, I'll be out of practice for my high school, and I'll be like, "Hey, let me get a couple snaps in," and it's awful. It's horrible. It's the worst thing you've ever seen. But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to play around with.
That's like me trying to throw a football now with a blown out shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, they said my arms are too long, so it's all good. I get to play guard, tackle. So,
what is your primary position? Is it tackle or guard?
Yeah, no, it's tackle. They said they see me there as a tackle, but like if they're gonna put the best 5 down, and so if that means me going to guard, you know, I'm not gonna point fingers. I'd be excited to play guard there. You know, anywhere you play early, you want the experience.
Yeah, if somebody goes down, you go in.
Exactly, you gotta be ready.
Do you feel that? Because obviously at guard, you run a lot of pulling guard plays, things like that. When you ran, because I know everyone's probably going to ask this, what is your 40 time being 6'7", 320 pounds?
That's a great question. I haven't timed it since my sophomore year, and sophomore year it was atrocious. If I had to guess, I've done probably 5'5", maybe 5'6". It's not super fast. It's my 10 yards quick though. My 10 yards a 1.68, and so I'm just trying to learn my running form, I guess you could say. But
yeah, it'd be like, I ain't got to worry about running 40 yards, guys.
No,
I
gotta
run
run 10.
10.
Exactly. And my electronically timed 1.68, 10 yards. I'm pretty happy about that. That's good for a big guy.
Yeah, you'll develop that in college.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, my big thing's like people used to always ask me, how fast do you run a 40-yard dash? I said, I don't know. I run freaking 90 feet at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, in baseball, that's what we ran. We ran 90 feet. That's all I cared about. And as long as I hit it over the stinking fence, I didn't have to worry about running it at all.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I was the slowest guy around the bases of that thing when I knocked it out of the park. I'm like, nope.
I believe. See, everything else you said, I didn't believe. But that right there, I believe.
Oh, hey. I was the slowest guy running on my trot. I was just watching, kind of off topic, but I was watching Juan Soto earlier. He in their game they had a home. Somebody hit a home run and they showed him up, and so Soto went and blasted a shot. I mean, crushed it. It took him 39 seconds to run around the bases. He's just like, y'all want to do this? I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, yeah, I respect that right there. It was a disrespect move, but yeah. What is your major going to be at Washington State?
So I'm still deciding. It's either going to be business management or some kind of sports science along the lines of kinesiology. Obviously my end goal, I'd love to be in athletic training or open up my own gym, which would be awesome, which is where business comes in hand. But I'd like to do a little bit of both, get a minor in kinesiology or some kind of sports science, a major in business. So that's really been my thinking around it.
Nice.
Which I think would be the way to go for me because, I've always, like right now I'm interning at a place where I'm helping them. I'm learning about the body and how to train athletes. And it's been a lot of good knowledge is what the best way I could put it.
Yeah. So Brayden, let me ask you this. So, going into kinesiology, that's great. Getting the business management. I'm actually an entrepreneur myself, and I love it when anybody says opening a business or doing a business. So that's beautiful. But spending time with my cousin, like I said, there's obviously an end game. What is the end game for you? Is it your 4 years in high school and just jump into your career, or is it would you like to see yourself in the NFL?
I would love to see myself in the NFL, see how long. I'd love to play football as long as I can. Let football take you through life, I think. It's not really up to me. I would love to play that, but we'll see. He's got a different plan and it happens. But I would love to play NFL football. I think that's every high schooler's dream. And then you go D1, and you're like, oh, no, I really want to play. But, I would love to, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, nice. I'll call Larry and see what we could do for the Eagles. Lane Johnson's getting a little bit older, so we got to look for our future guys. So I'll put a word in. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mikey, you asked about the roster at Washington State. So height-wise, there's only one guy that's the same height. Actually, there's two. One of them is offensive lineman Zach Miller, 6'7", 303. Size-wise, it's comparable. He's a senior, Esapole.
Oh yeah, Essa's like I'm a little bit taller than him. A little bit.
Yeah,
he's
listed at 6'7", 323. I'm just like, that's freaking.
And he's good. He's real good. He'll probably go to the NFL. He's really good.
Yeah, because I'm looking.
So get underneath him. I would get underneath him and just, bro, if you can, just pick his brain, go against him. You know what I'm saying? Figure out him in the room when you guys are doing the film room. Just really, if you think he's going to go to the NFL and that's where you would like to go, that's the people you want in your room. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, they're all knowledgeable people. They were all good. I get to meet all of them. Another one who's going to be really good is Ashton Tripp. It says he's like 6'5", 6'6". He's like 6'6" and a half. He's tall. He's tackled. He's going to be really good. So I'm going to learn from him a lot. He's 2 years ahead of me. So I'm excited.
Yeah, he's listed 6'7", 270.
What changed from your squat?
Yeah.
You said your squat you went up on weight on your squat. So like from like what to what?
Yeah. So how do I put
Good
this?
question.
The beginning of my junior year, I was sitting like right around 350, 365. I hit 365, and then season hit, and then it went down, and I got done. I did like 340 for 3. I'm like, big whoop. The last time we maxed, I hit 470, just below parallel, and it was pretty nice to see. But like I could rep 455 out 2 or 3 times, which makes me feel good.
Damn.
And your upper body strength is what?
Like 300, 315. I'm working on. I got freakishly long arms. Like my arms are 36 inches each, and I got an 86-inch wingspan. So I'm working on that.
86-inch wingspan.
Yeah,
that is a
so
7'2". That is not. So you probably go super wide grip when you're lifting.
No, I actually have a skinnier grip. Everyone makes fun of me for it, but I don't like having a wide grip. It makes it harder. So I like it.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
No, but I get my most power out. Like, I'm like here, and I like it right here. I don't like it out here. I like it right here. And then I push.
When you're going out wider,
easy there, bro.
Yeah. When you're going out wider, you're working
Vegas, bro.
Going out wider, that's what's working that inside of that chest, and so that's where But yeah, that's working more of your shoulders and your upper back and things like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
So obviously you're part of the 1,000-pound club. Did I lose you?
No.
There we go.
We good?
Okay. Yeah,
we're good.
Hey, you're back.
Second.
So are you part of? I'm guessing you're part of the 1,000-pound club.
Hold on.
Oh, it switched up on him. There it goes.
Yeah. I think he has AT&T.
He's probably. I know he's using an iPhone. That's the biggest problem.
Nah.
Oh, we lost him off the video.
He's fixing it right now.
There we go.
Back. Sorry about that.
You're good.
We're good.
All right.
Be like, you got AT&T?
No, I got Verizon, and my dad was calling me. I forgot to tell him that we were live right now. So that's my fault.
Gotcha. I was like, it's either that or he. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, he's using an iPhone.
Well, I am using an iPhone. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not the iPhone over Verizon.
No, I was texting him, and he's like, I just saw the greeting text, and I'm like, it's all right. I forgive him.
Hey, so are you going? I know we're gonna end it here with this last question, but you see a lot of these people entering the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Is that are you set at it like, I am going to graduate a Washington State Cougar?
Well, that is obviously my goal. Yeah, that's what I want to happen. So we have family alumni that have been there, and it's just for our family, it's a historic place, and I really like it, and I can see myself being there all 4, maybe 5 years. I'd love to get my degree from there. You never know what can happen, but I do see myself getting my degree there and staying there all 5 years.
I'm just saying, we can go ahead and get you to do a little, work on a little bit on that time because they run a very fast-paced offense. But I can give old Josh Heupel a call and we can get you out there to Tennessee.
Yeah,
we can get you out there to Tennessee. I'm just saying.
No, I don't want to go be a volunteer. That orange.
Of course, everyone hates on the orange.
Not in Vegas.
That orange. I don't know.
Everyone's
that orange.
always hating on the orange.
I don't hate on the orange. It's just like it doesn't look as good as the crimson and gray. If I'm being honest.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Or that white and blue wolf pack. I mean, you could put that on.
Hey, I'm just saying I'll give him some credit because he did say crimson and gray. Because if he would have said crimson and white instead of Alabama, my answer to that one is it's always going to be screw Bama.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't go there, we are good. That is golden. But hey, is there anything else, man, you want to share with with everyone that's out there?
Just keep working. Get your film. Because film, they're gonna look at film over anything. If you don't have good film, they're not gonna. I don't want to say waste their time, but they're not gonna, antagonize the idea of a scholarship. So film is the biggest thing, and just enjoy it. Don't be too stressed about it. You worry about it too much, you don't get to enjoy football.
That's I like how you said that. You play one down at a time, one snap at a time, and leave everything out there on every play. So,
exactly. So like last year, I was so worried about getting recruited. I enjoyed it, but this year I'm glad I got my decision made, and I get to just go out there and have fun with my teammates. My last year, so it'll be good. I'm excited.
Yeah. So
how good are you guys looking? How good are you guys looking this year? How far do you think you guys will go this year?
I think we'll make playoffs for sure, and then we'll see. That'll be up to injuries, but we have a very skilled team, and I'm really excited to see how it goes because we've been working hard. That's all I'm going to say. We've been working hard. So
you guys are D1, right?
Yeah. Last year we didn't play
is Union D1?
Union's D2.
D2?
Union's
I thought
D2.
they went up. So they went down?
They dropped back down to D2.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're stacked too.
Oh, I'm not gonna say we're stacked. We don't have a whole lot of depth, but we got a lot of talent. I'm excited for it. So
we got a lot of dogs over there.
Exactly, that's the best way to put it. I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it for me.
So, are you the biggest O lineman?
Yeah, they're by about.
I'm not talking about like height wise, because obviously that's a no brainer. But I'm talking about like size wise.
Yeah, so I don't look like I weigh the most, but I do. Like, if there's one thing I'd like to say nice, I carry it okay. You wear a tight T-shirt, it's like, okay, maybe not. But you wear a good fitting T-shirt, But yeah, I'm probably the biggest by about 40 pounds.
As long as you're not trying to wear a schmedium, we're good.
No, I can't. I wear double XL and I'm good.
I can't even fit in that, brother. I have to wear a 3X.
No, 2XL tall, or with these days, a 3XL tall sometimes gets the job done. But
so,
never know.
But hey, Brayden, I want to thank you for taking the time to be on here. Go check out you guys, Buchanan. They got big games against Liberty. That's one of their biggest rivals. It's going to be down at Bakersfield. Obviously, they got some transfers that went over from Clovis, that transferred over to Clovis East. So that's going to be another big rivalry game this year. But hey, go check him out. Give him a follow on his Instagram. The great thing about Brayden is he's not a person that you can tell it's about football and it's about travel. He's not one of those like, let me bombard you with all this extra social media nonsense. But hey, watch his film.
Who else are they playing? Anybody in the Valley, Mark?
Basically, they keep everything up north of Fresno area.
Okay.
You got Clovis East, Clovis North, Liberty. Are you guys playing Edison this year?
Yeah, we do play Edison.
So I know that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely being D1. They're playing against some of the big dogs.
Yeah.
Central.
San Joaquin Memorial.
Yeah, we play Central, all the Clovis schools, and then Central. Yeah.
San Joaquin Memorial.
They signed off our contract this year, I think, so we don't play them this year. We play Paso Robles instead.
Oh wow.
So that would be
See,
fun
Paso
too.
Robles has been see, that's a big thing. Paso Robles has been getting into playing these valley schools.
Yeah.
Because they're a part of the way they changed the boundaries all around here. Because like we play, I know West when I was coaching at Western, we played Napomo.
Oh yeah.
We had to play Napomo. We had to play Tehachapi.
Yeah.
Tehachapi was the worst game ever.
Why?
Why? You ever been to
Yeah, why?
Tehachapi?
Yeah, it's like just right next to the desert.
Yeah, but now have you ever been playing football in November in Tehachapi?
Oh, it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
It's cold. It's old school saying right here. I'm going to age myself. It is colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra.
Come on, man.
I mean, you over
well,
there
I
like,
could tell you this. It's 105 degrees. Okay, coming back. I just came back on Sunday, back to Vegas driving. It was 105 in Bakersfield. As I got into Tehachapi, it was 89 degrees.
Yeah, it's always cooler there. We go to the desert
Yeah.
a lot. It's always nice.
Yeah.
yeah. So, again, Brayden, thank you for the opportunity to allow us to have this interview.
Yeah, that was
everyone,
dope, man.
give us a
thank you guys.
Doctor.
give Brayden a follow. Go check out his games this year. And don't forget, share our story. Share, like our Facebook page. We have our Instagram, YouTube channel. The replay will be posted up tomorrow on the YouTube if you were not able to catch it live. And also our Twitch channel. We just got started going recently. So, again, appreciate everyone. We hope you all have a blessed night. And Brayden, thank you again. And good luck on the season. And not just this year, man, at Washington State, brother.
Thank you.
So, all right, we'll